Hi, this is Bharat from Revsportz. First of all, it's a pleasure to have you here for this short interview. And congrats
Cheers, mate.
for that epoch-making win, New Zealand. Congrats to New Zealand, to all the players. So, on a lighter note, how do you look back at that epoch-making series? I mean, you are a young player, around 20 years of age. So, playing in this kind of historic series and New Zealand coming out on top. Just a few words on this particular defining series.
Yeah, I think it's pretty special. We obviously talked to the guys that have been here before and
Mm,
and have been on the other end of
mm,
this sort of defeat. So yeah, it's very special and very exciting.
okay. Obviously, again on a lighter note, there would have been celebrations, a lot of celebrations after the final test. Any memory, anything that really sticks out of those celebrations on a lighter note? Right.
Yeah, I think yeah we
Yes.
got together as a team afterwards and had a few beers in the changing room and went
Mm,
up to our team room in the hotel and just
mm,
just got around each other as a team
mm, mm.
and celebrated what was a very special achievement for us.
Okay. Going back to that Bangalore test, obviously you took wickets in the first innings as well. But there was a period in the second innings when Rishabh Pant and Safraz Khan were going hammer and tongs at New Zealand. And then there was a short rain break. And after that, with the second new ball, you, Team Southie, Matt Henry, everyone took a lot of wickets. So, was there any discussion during that rain break about how these two batters were going hammer and tongs at New Zealand? And any strategy or something on those lines?
Yeah, we sort of knew it
Mm,
was the most difficult with the new ball. So when we got that second new ball in our hands, I think we just wanted to be positive with it.
mm,
They were obviously batting very well, so that was tough period for us. But
mm,
got that second new ball in our hands and just backed ourselves to do what we do, and was lucky
mm.
to pick up a couple of quick breakthroughs, and then got to get through them pretty quickly after that.
Okay. Uh, anything if you want to say about bowling to someone like Rishabh Pant, because he's one of those unorthodox batters. Obviously, you can play all around the ground, especially that Bangalore test. How it was bowling to him, the challenge.
Yeah, it's obviously a massive challenge. Someone
Mm,
like Rishabh, as you said, was very unorthodox. So um, yeah, it's not what you're used to, and he hits in
mm,
different areas and
mm,
is a very aggressive batsman. So as as a bowler, he puts the pressure back on you. So
mm.
I think you just gotta stick to your processes, do what you do, and
Okay.
he's obviously very talented, and some days he's going to get away from you, and as you saw in most of the series, he scored runs. So yeah, very tough guy to bowl to, but you just got to keep doing what you're doing and back that's going to work.
Okay, let us transport ourselves back to your childhood days. So I understand your father played some first class cricket. So, little bit about how you took up cricket, when you took up cricket, or playing with your father, maybe at the backyard. A little bit about your memories from your childhood days.
Yeah, definitely. I think Dad was definitely the
Mm,
inspiration for me to get into cricket. I think
mm,
him playing a little bit of first class cricket himself.
mm,
He always had passion for the game, and that sort of just
mm,
filtered down to me. So I was always in the backyard
mm,
playing with my old man and with my brother,
mm,
and used to have good competition back in the day. So
mm.
that's where it all started for me.
Okay. And any specific memories from that time, if you want to share, maybe with your father, playing with your father, or him throwing balls at you, or something on those lines?
Yeah, I think definitely
Mm,
every Sunday in summer you'd
mm,
play Saturday, and then Sunday you'd go down to the park and
mm,
bowl and bat again. So yeah, summer was always cricket filled for me. So it's those days as a young fellow where you're just
mm,
enjoying the game and you're out there with your old man just
mm.
bowling cricket balls.
Okay. A little more about how you came through the junior ranks before obviously you went over to Canterbury and played for Canterbury and New Zealand. So a little more about how you came through the junior ranks, if you can share.
Yeah, I played all my junior cricket
Mm,
for Cornwall Park Cricket Club.
mm,
Um, So yeah, grew up playing a little bit of that. Played a little bit of rep cricket for Auckland under 17s and under 19s, and played my first 11 cricket for at St Kitts. So Yeah, all my cricket grew up playing in Auckland and going through the ranks there. So until I went down to Christchurch for uni, and cricket sort of worked itself out from there.
Okay. I understand, if I'm not mistaken, you also worked with Peter Fulton. If I'm not mistaken, Peter Fulton and Brendan Donker. So, can you say a little more about what exactly was it? Was it about wrist position, or was it about mental side of things, or run up, or on those lines?
Yeah, when I first got down to Canterbury, I was pretty all over the place with my action. So I worked a lot with Dale Hadley and Brendan Donkers, and they sort of just the main things were trying to get my feet alignment as I approached the crease. I sort of used to cross over quite heavily all the time, which was just throwing me off balance a little bit and couldn't control it too much. So that's our main thing I've been working on with them for the last 4 or 5 years. It's just been straightening out my run up, trying to get my momentum towards the stumps and where I want it to go, and have more stability at the crease.
Okay, anything related to wrist position? I'm asking this because Donkers himself had talked about it to another editorial, another organization. So, was it anything related to in swing or wrist position or something on those lines?
Yeah, you obviously try to work on your attributes as a bowler. Yeah, try to bowl a bit of outswing for a little bit, and still try and work on that here and there. But yeah, I think it just naturally came with my wrist. I find it easier to bowl the in swinger, so they just told me to be myself and let the ball go hard, and my wrist position tends to come out, but leaning a bit more towards the in swinger, so it just comes naturally.
Okay. Obviously, you took a fifer in that, I think, test match in South Africa, but there was one more performance at Galle where you took a lot of wickets. So, can you say a little bit about that particular spell? Because it was in alien conditions, alien climb. So, you must have been really satisfied.
Yeah, that was a pretty special game for me. I think first time in the subcontinent, we sort of came there knowing it was probably going to be tough for us as seamers, but rocked up to the first game and there was good pace and bounce in it. So sort of leaned well into the way I like to go about my bowling. So was lucky enough to bowl an accidental Yorker early to get my first, and then after that I got to settle into a little bit of rhythm and thought I bowled quite well.
Okay. Any particular wicket that really satisfied you? Or maybe not just in the Galle Test, in your brief career, it could be in your first class career as well. That something that went as per your visualization or went as per plan.
Yeah, I think there were a few in that Bangalore Test. You obviously grew up watching greats of the game like Virat, so getting him early was very special, right up there in my wickets. But then also the two breakthroughs of Pant and KL were really special as well. I think obviously that breakthrough of Pant was pretty crucial for us, and then that wicket of KL sort of exactly what you want as a pace bowler, and just nice heavy length and got a nice snap through.
Just one final question about that Bangalore Test. You just briefly talked about it. What was the feeling? I mean, obviously, with due respect, India were on a 12-year winning streak, so they were kind of expected to do well, and you just broke through the Indian lineup, 46 all out. So, how was the feeling like in the group at that particular time when the opposition who have been unbeaten for 12 years ripped through for just 46 runs? Yeah.
Yeah, it was obviously pretty cool. I think both teams wanted to have a bat on that wicket, so both teams probably misread it a bit. Had very nice bounce, had it was nipping around a lot, so it sort of suited our bowlers, and you took a few wickets early and then just got on a roll with it. So no, it's definitely special for the boys.
Just sorry, one final question. Any childhood hero, if you have want to share, some fast bowler, or it could be even a batter or someone like that.
What's that? Sorry.
There's any childhood hero from cricket, if you want to share. It could be a fast bowler or your father, or maybe a batter, or whoever it is. Childhood hero.
Yeah, I think lucky enough I grew up in sort of golden era of New Zealand cricket. So you watch guys like Shane Bond, and then obviously Tim and Trent when I was a little bit older. But my two favourites were probably the two South African quicks, Steyn and Morne Morkel were the guys I looked at that just bowled, raw pace with great skills as well. So had a few that I looked up to growing up.
Okay, thank you very much for taking your time.
Thank you, Bharat.
Thank you.